What's up, kings, queens, and everything between? Welcome back to another episode. One time for a good time. And in today's episode, I want to let you know this is a trigger warning. I will be talking about sexual assault and sexual harassment. If this is something that you have experienced or you are uncomfortable talking about, please move on to another episode or click off right now. I think today's episode is a topic that truly needs to be discussed about in today's society. And if you're still interested, keep on listening. Hey, kings, queens, and everything between. Welcome back to another episode. One time for a good time. And for today's episode, I want to be serious. I wanted to talk about this subject for a very long time now, and I never thought it was interesting or important until I saw something on Instagram the other day. Like I did say in the beginning, this episode I will be talking about sexual assault. I will be talking about sexual harassment. So if you are not comfortable hearing about these topics, please move on. But when I was scrolling Instagram the other day, this lady posted that she was sexually assaulted, and she was talking about the man. She was posting his picture. She was, begging that the justice system, gives her justice. And I go to the comment section of this lady's Instagram, and half of those comments were saying, "What did you wear? What were you wearing when this happened?" If you look at her Instagram, she is a person that, wears bikinis a lot, that wears clothes that are revealing. And a lot of people were saying that she was doing it for attention, or saying that she deserved it, or saying, well, what did you wear? Because according to your Instagram page, you wear X, Y, and Z, and you was probably provoking this man, and da 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 da. And I want to talk about this because I had a situation happen to me the other day where I was told I was wearing my clothes for attention. And to give some backstory, growing up, I never liked myself. I never felt comfortable in my body. I was the type of person that would wear sweatpants summer, winter, fall, spring. Like, I will wear long sleeve shirts, long pants in the summer and fuck around and have heat stroke. Like, I was the type of person that wouldn't even show my ankles because I was that insecure. And over the past couple of years, I discovered self-love, and I found that I thoroughly enjoy my body. And for me as a human being, I saw it as accomplishments that I could go outside and show my legs. I could go outside and wear a tank top and not feel insecure. And so the other day when I had someone say, you wear your clothes for attention, I immediately got upset because I tried to explain to them, it's like, no, I wear my clothes for myself. I wear my clothes because 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I could have never came outside with booty shorts. I could have never came outside with a tank top on and feel okay and not feel like I wanted to claw myself from the inside in. And their excuse was, when you go outside, you want to deter people from you. You want people to not look at you. And I had this conversation of, where's the fine line of someone being confident and someone doing something for attention? And then my conclusion was that, fuck that. I don't care if somebody walks out here butt ass naked. It's not my problem that somebody out there has the mind that they want to sexually assault or attack me. And so when I saw that this woman came onto Instagram begging for help, screaming for the justice system to do her right, and everybody and their auntie was like, well, you probably deserved it, and you probably was provoking him because X, Y, and Z. This one made me pick up the mic, because no matter what anybody wears, you as a person should never look at that person and think, I have the right to touch them. I have the right to sexually assault them. I have the right to take their freedom from them. Absolutely not. There are people out there that does stuff for attention, but if it's not hurting you as a person, why do you care? There are people that wear clothes that damn near might show everything that they have, But if it's not hurting you, why does it matter? And it bothers me that the moment someone is confident, that the moment that someone is doing something for themselves, people hate. And I don't know if it's because those people have insecurities in themselves. I don't know if it's because they hate seeing others thrive within their body, but it hurts me, especially as a person that went from hating their body for so long to loving it. Now you got me questioning, am I doing this for attention? Am I wrong? What is going on with me? And then I try to think of it from a safety perspective. And I'm like, there is no safety perspective. What we need to do as a society, we need to look at those people and we need to start from the household. We need to teach people it's not okay to touch. It's not okay to sexually assault. It's not okay to sexually harass. Yes, you can look from all the way across the street. You can look from down the road, you can look from the side, but the moment you get the ideology that I'm going to take this person's innocence from them because of the outfit that they're wearing, because of the shirt that they're wearing, that's the problem. And the problem is that we're telling women, I'll even put men in a situation, we're telling women and men that, hey, you don't wear this because somebody can touch you, somebody can hurt you. How about we go to the rapists? How about we go to the sexual assaulters and say, no, how about you stop doing what you're doing? How about you stop having this fucking ego that you can run somebody's world, that you can destroy somebody's life because you felt like you was obligated to do something to them because of a shirt or because of too short of a pants. That's what bothers me. And this is happening all over the place, because when people like this, where beautiful women like this are coming out and saying, I was hurt, my innocence was taken away from me, and now you have thousands of people saying, well, what were you wearing? Well, were you provoking them? Were you drunk? Was it consent? And it's like, if I tell you it's sexual assault, and if I tell you it's rape, then it is what it is. If I told that person no, it didn't give them the right to do it. And so many people want to question the victim before they believe it. Now I understand, let me put this in here and make this clear. There has been time and time again where people in history have said they have been sexually assaulted and sexually harassed, and it turns out to not be true. I completely understand the facts behind that, and I completely understand the reason on why some people question victims because of people lying in the past. And for that, I completely disagree with. I absolutely hated that when the Me Too era came out, something that was made for victims to have a safe space to come out and talk about their predators and talk about the people that hurt them. So many people was using it as a joke and saying that, oh, I was attacked and I was hurt, and turns out it wasn't, and it just messed up this whole movement for victims that just needed a space to talk. And for people like that, I think you're absolutely disgusting. I think you should go to jail. I think charges should be put on you immediately, because that is not something you should joke about. There are so many people out here that get assaulted every day on a daily basis that need this space to talk out and need this space to say, hey, I've been hurt, this and this happened to me, and have people to believe them. And because of that Me Too movement failure, so many people nowadays do question victims about stuff like this, not knowing that it's hurtful, not knowing that it's mentally exhausting. You know, imagine the worst thing in your life happening to you, and somebody, and thousands of people are coming to you asking you, was it real? Well, what happened? What did you do to cause it? And it's like, for something like this, we need safe spaces for our victims out there to talk. You know, there's so many people out there that just don't even go to the hospital, that don't even file police reports, just for the exact reason of, I'm going to be asked, was I too intoxicated? Was I flirting with this person? Did I say no? Was I this, and this, and this? And so many victims just won't even do anything because they don't want to go through the mental draining process of being questioned, were you actually raped? And so it bothers me that people, anybody, can't go out here in the world and be themselves and wear what they want or express themselves however they want without somebody thinking you need to deter people from watching you. You need to deter people from hurting you. It's like, no, we need to deter the people that want to hurt others from hurting others. Like, I shouldn't have to constantly have self-defense weapons on me as a female just to walk outside, just to survive at night. Like, I shouldn't constantly have to look behind my back 35 times a day because I feel like a man is watching me or a man is following me. I shouldn't have to do that. And it bothers me that I constantly have this thing in my mind subconsciously that I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. At any moment, somebody can jump out the bushes and kill me. At any moment, somebody could hurt me. At any moment, somebody could take my innocence. And that hurts me, that when stuff like this happens to people, there's constantly this community of bystanders saying, well, what did you do? What was your cause? What was your reason? What was your... take accountability for your actions. And it's like, no, right now, what happened was I was probably just a woman walking down the street and I got attacked. But now you're turning into, well, you were drunk. Maybe you were flirting. Maybe you did give consent and didn't realize it. And da-da-da-da-da-da. I think everybody needs to understand, because there are situations, and I'm going to talk about it right now. There are situations where, let's say two people are inebriated and somebody gives consent, and then maybe in the middle of the transaction or the situation, the person says no, but the other person keeps on going. That is still sexual assault. And a lot of people want to fight, well, you gave consent originally, but it's like consent can always change. And I think that's the leading problem with a lot of people thinking others are lying, because it's like, well, if you say you gave consent at the beginning and then you changed in the middle, all that person probably heard was the consent at the beginning. And it's like, no, consent can always change. So I think as a society, we need to teach everyone that not every situation is black and white. You know, a lot of situations can be very blurry. A lot of situations can start off as consensual and then turn into something else. You know, then you have those situations where it was just dead sexual assault, or it was just dead sexual harassment. And then you have those situations where people, you know, lie, and it makes this whole progress of getting justice so blurry, because there's victims out there that really need help and really need to feel safe and really need to move on with their lives when it comes to getting their attacker prosecuted and put in prison. And then you have the people that think, well, oh, if I say I was sexually assaulted, I could probably get money and I could probably ruin this person's reputation. And so now every case is not taken seriously because you don't know who's telling the truth or who's not. And it bothers me because instead of predators being taught not to be predators, women are being taught to deter themselves from being attracted, to deter themselves from being attacked. And I want to make this clear. I don't care how ugly or how beautiful you are. If somebody wants to attack you, they're going to attack you. I can go outside with mud on my face, with dirt under my nails, with bad crooked teeth, and I could still be attacked. I could go outside looking like Beyonce and still be attacked. And I hate that there are women out there that might come into their beauty and might come into their skin, and they want to wear something or they want to feel good about themselves. And you have the next person down the street saying, that bitch is doing it for attention, or she's doing this for attention, or she's doing this because she wants people to look. I don't care if I want people to look. I don't want people to touch. And that's the difference. Having someone to look at me and having someone to touch me is two different things. Everybody wants to feel good. Everybody wants this confidence. Everybody wants to feel like they're the hottest person in the room. That's how it is, especially if you're looking good for the night. But your job as a human being is to not to come up to me and sexually assault me and then have the rest of society question, was it fair play? Or was it the right call for sexual abuse? This is what is bothering me in society, that there's no more safe spaces. And so many people, especially men are afraid to go to police stations. Men are afraid to go to hospitals and say they were sexually assaulted, because to them it's embarrassing. It's like, oh, you couldn't fight them off. You couldn't be strong. What even led you to being sexually assaulted? And some men are even said, no, the only reason you're screaming sexual assault because you were too afraid to say that you were gay. Like, do you not understand how disgusting this is, to be labeled these things and told these things as a victim? Like, that is so disgusting. Imagine you got everything taken from you in one night, and everyone is saying, oh no, you just ain't want to say something because you were gay, or you weren't strong enough to fight that person off. It's degrading. It's fucking dehumanizing. And I'm making this video because I want these people to come out and speak their truth. I want these people to go out and get the rape kits and, fight through the justice system to get their predators behind bars, because so many more women are getting attacked because women that are already been attacked can't say nothing. There are so many people out here that can save others, but they can't because there's this fear of being accused of causing their rape. How dare you? Can you look at somebody in their face and say you caused what happened to you? No. You think me wearing a too revealing tank top or wearing booty shorts caused what happened to me? No, what caused what happened to me is because some asshole out there thought I'm going to rape her. That's what caused what happened to me, not me wearing what I wanted to wear. So I want to say right now to all those victims out there that have spoken out, that haven't spoken out, I want to say I'm extremely sorry, and that I hope you get the justice you deserve, and I hope that you can find a safe space where you can speak about these things and not question if that night was wrong, or question if what you did was wrong. Because let me tell you something, you didn't do anything wrong. Don't question your outfit. Don't question the words you said. What you done was nothing wrong. Everything was your predator. And I hope you can find a space in your life where you can feel comfortable again, being who you are, loving yourself, knowing, understanding that this wasn't my fault, because it wasn't. I hope for all the mental scars that this person has that has caused to you goes away or becomes tolerable. I hope you can look at society again and find humanity if you are one of these victims that were questioned for being abused. I'm so sorry that it's not as easy as just going to the police station and saying that I was sexually assaulted. I'm sorry that it's not easy to go into the justice system and beg for justice. It's just, it doesn't work like that. And it pains me how many people that didn't document their assault, that didn't even say anything, that are struggling to this day, wondering, what did I do? Was it my fault? Maybe questioning their faith, questioning the people around them. I want you to know that you are loved, that you are beautiful, and I hope everything you ever wanted or deserved you will come your way. We as a society need to change. We need to stop looking at women and men and seeing them as hoes and label them as whores or attention seekers, and start seeing them as human beings. So what if somebody walks out the house with ass chaps? Or so what if a woman wears a shirt that is revealing her breasts? It doesn't matter. What somebody else is doing isn't your problem, and it isn't hurting you. But what you need to do as a human being is know that you aren't allowed to touch them. And who knows, you never know, maybe that person wearing clothes that you so-called say is attention seeking, maybe that's their first time ever feeling free within their skin. Maybe that's their first time ever feeling beautiful. I don't think a lot of people think about that. For me personally, after these couple years of starting to reveal myself, I feel truly beautiful in my skin. And I don't think people understand the words that they say constantly make me question myself, because I am becoming more confident. I am becoming more in love with me. And you telling me that I'm doing it for attention, or you're telling me I'm doing it to be attacked, or I should deter myself from being attacked, makes me feel like I'm a bad person. Not everybody is doing something for attention. Maybe people are just coming into themselves. And you have to realize that your words hurt. So stop thinking of people that are expressing themselves as whores or hoes or attention seekers, and see them as human beings who are just having fun and feel good. How about we do that? And how about when a victim comes out and says they were hurt and they were abused, you do something about it. You don't question them every 5 to 10 seconds. Because let me tell you something, even if they are lying, the justice system will find out. But it's not your job to question everything that has happened to them. You leave that up to the courts. Period. Thank you so much for listening to this episode. I'll see you in the next one.